My wife and I have been friendly with our neighbours over the last dozen or so years that we've lived there, looking for ways to share more of our life and faith with them. They've attended things here like men's breakfast, women's breakfast, Christmas carols, but we wanted to go another step. So what we did was previewed the series ourselves, Jesus the Game Changer, and felt comfortable with the material, thought it would connect well with them. So we invited them personally on the phone, said we'd like to invite you to our place for dinner. Following dinner, we want to play you a DVD. It's called Jesus the Game Changer. It's all about how Jesus, his teaching and his followers have shaped much of the world as we know it over the last 2,000 years. So we'd like you to stick around for the video. We'll have a bit of a discussion. If after the first week you decide this is not for you, that's okay. We'll still be your friends. But our hope is that you'll join us for the journey of 10 weeks as we continue to look at that series.
What was the first week like when they turned up?
The first week was great. I think the first video is absolutely engaging. It is all about the person of Jesus, and I was thrilled that the series started that way. It wasn't as though there was something hidden that was going to shock them or, sideline them down the track. So I really valued the way. The first series was all about the person of Jesus. And to our surprise, they really warmed to the Jesus that was portrayed.
You shared a meal, showed the video. What's the discussion like? How did you find the discussions after each video?
I previewed the booklet prior to each week, so read through, and then we never used the booklet as a guide. However, I had some of the content and potential questions tucked away. So we just steered the conversation, my wife and I, as we felt was most natural. And given that none of the people attending, were presently attending church, and only 2 of them had any church background at all in their history, it was all new material. And so it was very hard to be prescriptive, and consequently we weren't trying to be prescriptive in where the conversation went. We wanted it to happen naturally and just guide it as best we could back to the key points of each presentation and the points that the book presented.
When you got to the end, there was that discussion about, so what now, and what do you feel, and where are you up to? How did that go? Each
week there were varying viewpoints, as you would expect in a group. We had different cultures represented in the group as well, and so throughout the series there were differing viewpoints. But it all became quite comical on the last night, where we were wrapping up, and my wife and I were wondering, well, where do we go to from here? Are we going to be able to engage these friends further? So we just put it out there, said, well, look, what would you guys like to do? Is there something else you'd like to consider us looking at as a group? One couple, he said, no, look, I think I'm on board. I think I'm on board. I'm on the same page as you guys. And his wife said, no, you're not. So as a group, we cracked up. She said, well, that's not what you say at home. And then the other couple, similarly, he said, well, look, I think we're pretty okay with where we're at. And she looked at him and said, well, I'm not okay. She said, I really would like to know more. I would like to better understand this Jesus that you follow and the things that we've been learning about. So that was, it was nice that at the end of that time, our relationship was such that we were able to express those differences in a humorous way and have a good laugh at one another.
That second couple, what steps did then they take?
We were running a series at church here that sparked their interest, and so they invited themselves pretty much along to that series. 3 weeks into the series, they stood during one of our services, and it's an indication of their desire to respond to the gospel and enter into a personal relationship with Christ. In the weeks and months following that, they've been involved in the Alpha course, they've been involved in our international student ministry. He's been volunteering his time on our church building project, and they have just embraced the gospel message, boots and all. I think the course for us personally was an answer to prayer. We were looking for ways to share our life and faith with our neighbours, and I think the way you've gone about touching on those issues that have shaped life as we know it, peeling it back to see the origins was wonderful. we're looking and praying already as to how it is that we go again with other friends and neighbours that we have. I think it's a wonderful tool too for people who perhaps are new to the Christian faith, to help them understand the enormity really of the Christian impact over the last 2,000 years. I guess the issue is really just not who will you show it to, but why wouldn't you show it to somebody?